This is Gus. Welcome to the new streaming. This is Drawing with Gus. What we're doing right now, we are gonna do. Well, actually, the Click Studio Paint Illustration contest is on, and the main thing about um, this contest is pretty much mythological animals or mythological creatures. I'm not sure this is animal or creatures or whatever. I'm gonna do a sphinx. Well, the sphinx that was, the head of the woman, the body of the lion, and the eagle's wings and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this kind of my take on this mythological creature. And I started like 2 or 3 days ago. I started because by April 9, I have to upload this thing. So this is what we're gonna do. I will try to finish it up probably today and next week, so we can just submit it. And I will do it like a Moebius style. It's gonna be like a kind of comic, but it's not a comic. It will be like a kind of a European kind of a style, pretty much like John Girard, aka Moebius. If you don't know Moebius, just Google it, man. Just Google it, Moebius, Moebius or US. I'm not sure. Moebius is John Girard. He's a comic artist from the 70s, 80s, pretty much 90s, and he died during the 21st century. And he was a very talented comic artist. I draw many of my iconography when I was trying to be a comic artist too. When I was young, still young, but when I was younger, and I really feel like this kind of a connection with the Moebius style and the Moebius creations world, because he kind of this guy, this kind of worlds, this kind of technology, aka engineering, which is pretty nice. I really love it. If you have seen any time this movie, The Fifth Element, that was absolutely completely created. The cultures, the cities, even the idea, the hairdressing, that was created entirely by Moebius. So yeah, Moebius, Jean Girard, and also these guys, Serpieri with Druna. Those guys imbued me pretty much my style during the 90s and pretty much something at the 2000s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and I love it. I love the metal, the heavy metal, or the metal hardlang, which is the French. You know, at the beginning was Moebius, Gus Duenas, and many others, and also Serpieriu in Segrels, and they were part of this kind of renaissance in the comics, in the European comics. It was called Metal Hardland. Then it was brought to the United States, and I was translated to heavy metal, which is that's in Metal Holland, or Holland or Holland. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce French. Yeah. Well, anyway, so this is a French artist, and I really respect it, and I really love his style, and I'm gonna start doing something with that style because it's simplistic, it's pretty nice, and it's gonna be a contrast between the other entries that are probably a mangish or Chinese kind of illustrations, which is I have nothing against those. I mean, they are pretty nice, but I really like this Moebius style, and I'm gonna put it forward in this. So, without for the other, well, I'm going to go to the well. I'll see you, and I'm gonna go to my entry, and I'll see you in a second. Well, I'm back. Well, this is Gus, and I'm a professional illustrator. So, one of the things that I have to start discussing right now is how to cater your let me put my remote control for the streaming here. How to cater your portfolio. Many people is asking how to cater your portfolio. I am very haphazard in my portfolio, and it's something that I have to start or restart this year. I have two styles that I like. It's fantasy, and then try to do also fantasy for kids. And I have a very two kinds of very distinctive style for fantasy, and two kinds of very distinctive style for kids illustrations. And I'm going to start, redoing that my portfolio this year. Well, when it's come to what is going to be your portfolio, well, that is pretty much if you don't have any kind of a marketing or advertising kind of or training or experience. Well, let me tell you something. Who is going to be your target group? Who is the main going to be the main user of your website or your platform or whatever where your portfolio is? Okay, if you are creating characters for comic books, well, all your portfolio should be comic book oriented. If you are going to be a penciler, if you want to be a penciler and you feel I have a nice talent, I am very good, doing penciling like the comics, like a Marvel or DC kind of pencilings, those pencil arts that I seen in any place, and I think they are the best. If you consider yourself one of those, and you said, "Yeah, I want to do something like that," well, my friend, go and do it. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be difficult, but what in life is not? Yeah. What is not difficult in life? Everything is difficult. Even give your first step. I guess you fall a lot of times. I know I fall hundreds of times when I was a kid. Yeah. And then I just stand on my feet and start just walking, and then fall again, and then I start, running and fall again, and then I start riding my bike and fall again, and until today I fall in my bike because I'm a cyclist. Yeah, well, that's the truth. The truth is that you're gonna fall, and you have to, stand on your feet again, and stand on your ground, and do whatever you have to do. Well, the thing is, what is going to be your style? I'm talking to the seasoned illustrator or the guy who is, you know, um, doing illustrations or want to pursue this career and is in the art school. I'm talking to that kind of guy. What is going to be your main target for your portfolio? If you want to be considered like a fantasy artist, well, put like tags in your website that says you are a fantasy artist. Start doing fantasy. No nudes, no nudies everywhere. No, I mean fantasy, like Ray Sonia. Yeah, you like kinky, like sexy kind of stuff. Yeah, put sexy kind of stuff too. Yeah, but it has to be related to fantasy. If you want to be like a science fiction kind of illustrator or concept artist, well, what kind of science fiction? I mean, there's robots, there is a punk, cyberpunk, there is the aliens, there is like Star Wars, there's this, there's that. You have to be very focused and narrow the search to just a couple of things. Because when the people is looking at your portfolio, the people are not looking at you as a generalist. They are looking for very specific kind of thing. Okay? So the people is looking at a specificity. Yeah. You are a specific a fantasy artist. They are looking for fantasy art. Something that they can just tell into their writers, to the authors, hey man, you want to get that the cover for your fantasy and novel kind of Dungeons and Dragons. These guys is specialized in dragons and fantasy. Look at the knights. Look at the style. I love their style. Also, they can sell you better. Or if you want to go like children books. What kind of style? There are many styles. There's this style that looks pretty much like Disney. Yeah. Everyone have it. The other style with the chubby kids with the big ears and big eyes, and they are either very, very well, rendered, or they're just loosely rendered, or whatever the other style. And also there is a kind of proprietary styles because you can do childs, a little realistic, not that much, but a little, and you can do the things a little more nicer. That depends on how your skills are. If you ask me, there is so many children book illustrators because I'm a children book illustrator too. There's so many children book illustrators with the same style. All of them either just marry one style and then they know there is a famous artist, and that famous artist, what about is probably charging like a $10,000 or $20,000, or well, not that much, probably $5,000, $10,000 per book. Yeah. So they copy his style or her style so they can have an access to that market. And they could be like the cheaper alternative. Oh, okay, I don't have the great guy. Yeah, but I have the Ukrainian that is pretty much like him and it's cheap. Or this other guy that lives in Louisiana is not the guy living in New York in a penthouse or living in the Fifth Avenue. There is no such thing as illustrator living in Fifth Avenue. That's fantasy. Yeah, that's true. Well, this guy living in New York, living in Manhattan, or living in New Jersey, or living in Canada, or living in another place, or living in Los Angeles, and they said, no, no, this guy looks like this guy, but we have this. Yeah, for the alien, we have the concept of HRGR, but we had a tons of people that they were like, you know, HRGR copiers. So that people is the kind of artist that probably is art for every kind of budget, for every kind of wallet. There's art. So that is pretty much what you can do. And many people, let me see my microphone. Is my microphone working? Hello, hello. Oh yeah, my microphone is working. So there is an artist or 10 or 20 probably for every style. So the most you try to take yourself out of that equation, the most chances that people just see you. Okay, I like your style because it looks like this style and that other style. So I can just ask my author to have something, different, and they can sell you better. So don't try to have this kind like a two or three different styles, so the people can see a little variety in what you're doing, and they can ask you whatever styles you have there. For example, I have three books that were published, and they had three different styles. Yeah, because at the beginning I was doing something similar to something else doing. Next, somebody asked me to do not in the same style, but like similar. So I just did this and this, and they have pretty much different styles, and it's the same person. So that is my advice: if you are going to be an illustrator. But to be true, you have to be very good. If you're not able to render a person very good and with very nice, faction facets, or I don't know, these characteristics, well, don't lose your time. Probably you don't have it. You don't have the talent. You don't have the dexterity or the coordination, hand-eye coordination that is required to be an artist. No, artists are not copyists, but artists are required to have talents, and artists have required to know how to draw very good. If you are going to be a professional, you have to be prepared to do the crappy kind of like a simplistic style that many people is doing, to a more perfect kind of rendering of every single image. You have to be aware to do that. Okay. So if somebody told you that you have talent and turns out you don't, you're not, don't feel bad about yourself. You didn't lose your time. Probably you hear the wrong people. Happens to everyone. But at the end of the day, you have to be very serious about yourself. Okay. And the other thing is, for example, you want to get to those guys. Well, instead of asking the very well known illustrators to handing, like a job they don't want it, or try to make the pity party, which is like, oh man, I you are a great artist, you are great. I wish I have your talent. Or please, if you know some client that you are not able to get it out, please that's happening to me. I have a family. Don't do that. That is very, very, very sad. And it's not the first time that somebody approached me in that way. And let me tell you, I know the very well known artists, but I have my clients, but I wouldn't hand my clients to you because these clients, I make money from them. Yeah. So this is my bread and butter. I wouldn't do that for you. But my advice to you is to start sending emails with your portfolio. Sooner or later, somebody will say, okay, I'm going to give this guy a chance or this girl a chance. And you will enter in that business. Well, also, if you don't want to be an illustrator, for books, for children books, for fantasy covers, or for that kind of stuff, or even for comic artists, and you want to be one of these guys that do commissions all over the internet doing OCs, well, start publishing OCs. Start doing your OCs, your characters, because your character is going to be OCs for somebody else. So yes, start doing this. And that different kind of style, there's many styles. There's the Loish style, and there is like a 10 guys that I see in X, aka Twitter, that they have the same style as Loish. They are Loishes. They have the same style as Loish. Also, like Ross. The guy is very good. I like his style, but his style is very similar to anime. It's anime. I mean, there is like a tons of guys. For example, have you seen the Dan? Yeah, it's Dan or Dan. One of those. The anime that is in Netflix. It's a Japanese anime. So if you see the entry of the anime, you see the characters. They look pretty much like what Ross is trying to do. Okay, and that is nothing new. It's something that was done before. Yeah. For example, Mark Brunet, all the characters, all the things that I've seen from Mark Brunet are pretty much mangish. Are pretty much mangas, kind of anime. So if you want to feel like a fresh, like a novice thing, don't go for the things that they are already there. Don't go for the mangish. Don't go for the anime. Don't go for the DCs. Go for something else. There's so many styles, and probably one it will click in you, and you say after you practice that, well, it turns out it's your style too. Yeah. So you can just do that. Well, anyway, we are going to come back, and before going to do the art, let me tell you something. If you want to support this artist and help out, to make this channel a little better, well, there is always a way. Please buy me a coffee. It's just $3 per month or something like that. Just buy me a coffee. Go to coffee.com. There is a link in the description of this video, in Facebook and in YouTube. And you can just buy me a coffee. The other way is a link for a YouTube donation, one time or recurring time or whatever time. Just and you can support this artist in a very monetary way. But if you don't want to spend bucks and you are one of those guys that they don't want to spend bucks anything, well, click a subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. It's totally free, and you will be helping me out to grow this channel, because I need to monetize this channel, because I need to buy new equipment. I need to buy a monitor for my DSLR, and I appreciate that all the help that I. Also, I'm an illustrator, and it turns out you're an author. You're looking for some kind of a style that you see that I can have. Well, drop me a message, and we'll figure it out how much might be. Okay, I'm not cheap, and but I'm not over expensive, so I just kind of middle. And I will help you out with your great idea of a book to be very good and successful. Okay, but I'm not doing this for peanuts. Okay. Well, anyway, and click and subscribe. And it happens you just want to follow me on media, on my social media. I have Instagrams, I have X. The links, or I mean, the links of pretty much the idea, the the places is in the description of the video. So, more for ado, let's go to the other place, to my yard desk. Okay, we are in my yard desk right now, and let me put this back on this place. Okay, microphone is there. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's working. So, let me tell you what we are doing. I'm gonna go. This is my wagon. I'm gonna put my clickers to the pen. Gonna open up, and from there, we will start doing this. I wish I had like a second camera or something here that I can just talk to camera. The camera is watching me while I'm doing this. But you will see my tablet. That is the brilliant idea that one of my nephews had. Actually, my political nephew, my in-law nephew. He had the idea, said, well, what, just don't do this so the people can see you, you know, doing this in the tablet. So my click see pen is open up. Let me, this is my little control, my little control, my Wacom control. And here is the Sphinx. So here's the Sphinx. Yeah, it's opening. And before going to the Sphinx, let me put my, yeah, this is the Sphinx. So before going to the Sphinx, let me, oh no, it's this. Where is my glove? My gosh. Okay, it's here. Yeah, so again, this is for Wacom. You didn't give me a glove. Okay. So we are doing the Sphinx, which is this. And yeah. So you can see this is the Sphinx. Let me get up from here so you can see it. No, I don't like this. Uh, This is not the place with the tail going. Tailbone is deeper. I mean, it's here. It's like here. The tailbone. So the tailbone should be like this. Mhm. This should be a tailbone. So yeah, basically, also we are doing this. See, because we have like a okay. And now I can just start getting rid of this. Yeah, we can start, doing like these things and that things. Mm. Uh, yeah. So you can see what we have right now. Let me get this layer out, and let me give you the zoom. So you see what I'm doing. Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll need this part. We'll need this part. Um, First off, this part is anatomically correct, but it's yeah. Um, mhm, yeah, yeah. This part is here. It's okay. All right. See the transition? Yeah. So this is like a sketch. It's not completely a sketch, but this is like a sketch. Mhm. So let me see. Yeah, pretty much it's like that. Hmm. Yeah, before doing some things, I have to check some fonts. So let me go to my Pinterest. And gonna open my Pinterest. Pinterest. Uh, Window. Okay. Yeah, I need some references. Pleasure. That was my wife. Uh, like this. Yeah. See, this style is nice. Uh, to file. I want to save. Yeah. Okay. Sphinx. And I'll have this Sphinxes. I like this style. I will have Moebius. And this is a style. So I'm gonna check this style. See, this is the art of Moebius. This is pretty much the style of Moebius. I'm gonna try to accomplish this. So yeah, this is the first sketch. And I was just watching another sketch. See, Mhm. Okay. Now we have a better understanding of this anatomy. We have a better line art. So, continue doing the line art. Yeah. Okay, guys, I guess this is the main idea about this Sphinx. And I will continue next week. And during this week, I'm gonna make like the ink. This it's gonna be my black and white. Gonna make these layers. Yeah. So this was the original that I did, and this was over at the ends. So for you guys to see it. But yeah, this is pretty much what we just done. Uh-huh. Let me see how it's doing this. So yeah, pretty much this is what I just did. Yep. And I guess we are just finishing this. And I guess I will continue next week. Okay, guys. Let me get back to my regular. Yeah. So I put my microphone here. So thank you guys for joining me. This is Gus, and I just did the things. Well, it's gonna be like a little sketch, but I'm gonna make this into kind of a illustration for the this one about the mythic animals or so, and I will do it in a kind of Moebius kind of a style. That's the one I'm doing right now. So well, thank you so much for joining me. And my name is Gus Duenas. I'm a professional illustrator. This is Drawing with Gus, and I encourage you guys that just take up your what's it called? Your sketchbook. Take your sketchbook and start sketching with me, or your tablet and start painting with me, and we'll see this about that. And well, if you want to support this artist, well, always you can use Click Paint. Click Paint is the program that I've been using, and all this year I've been using Click Paint. This is pretty much my style is with the Click Paint, and as you can see right now, I'm using just the regular kind of pencil and click your pen. And well, also the other program that I'm using is Restring. Not Restring. Restring is the one for streaming. I mean PureRef. Pure References or pureref.com. Go there, get the program. It's totally free. It's for you to make your mood boards, to have all your references in one place. You just go to drag and drop from Pinterest, for example, or from other place like a Google or whatever. You can just drag and drop into your space in your ref, and you will have your mood board with all the stuff that you needed there to be. And well, if you want to support this artist, just click on subscribe. Yes, subscribe, like and subscribe, and you will be helping out this channel through monetizations because I need to buy me like a what is this called? A monitor for my DSLR and also probably a new camera. Yeah, and all towards new lights or whatever comes first. Well, how do you do that? Well, there is one way. Click and subscribe, which is totally free. It won't cost you a dime. Also, you can just cooperate with me, monetarily speaking, just doing a donation through coffee.com. Just buy me a coffee. $3 per month will help me out this channel a lot. And these artists will appreciate it. This is not my main bread and butter, but I don't want to allocate much of my funds into this into the channel because this is not probably my you know main bread and butter kind of source. Well, and the other is, besides coffee.com, buy me a coffee for $3 per month. Well, there is a one-time donation or recurring donation through PayPal. There is a link in the header of this channel in YouTube, and also there is, I guess, a link in the description of the video. And that's it. The other way, well, you can just follow me in my social media. I have X, and I have Instagram, and also my YouTube, and I have Facebook, which is the art of Gus Duenas, which is right now I cannot put the videos through it because I don't have enough subscribers. So if you can go and subscribe, it's totally free there. Well, you will be helping out also this channel. And well, don't forget to clear subscribe and help me out to grow this channel. And just remember, next week we'll try to finish it up and doing the Moebius style, because I want to, so make something different to clear shipping, not the regular kind of English kind of style. I want to do something different. Probably Moebius style will be great. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you like it as much as I did. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye.